All right. Here we are here. First episode, All Flips and Fits podcast. It's myself, Jake, my boy Uno here. Uno, how you
What's
doing
up?
today,
What's
sir?
up? Well, I'm doing good, man. Just ready to get started finally. Took a while to get here, but kind of my own fault. But but I'm doing good, man.
All right, yes, sir. So I kind of wanted to start out just sort of a preamble of just kind of what we expect to do with this podcast.
Yep.
Starting, just how do I say this? You know, a lot of podcasts kind of annoying. You know what I mean? I don't. A lot of people, a lot of currently, especially now with current wrestling discourse, is awful and annoying as it is. People want to talk about annoying, dumb things. I don't want to talk about annoying, dumb things.
Yeah. Everyone it's just so negative. I feel like it's so negative now.
People want to talk about tickets, ratings, and whatever. Like
Right.
I don't care. That's not fun. I want to talk about wrestling.
Right. You just
I want
want to
to
talk
talk.
about what's going on
I
inside.
want to talk about the game I love, and that is wrestling. At the end of the day, so you know, so
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about what's on, what the product is. I want to talk about what I'm seeing, what they're giving us, what's going on. I mean, are we gonna talk about tickets and whatnot a little bit here and there?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But am I gonna sit here and talk about tickets and whatnot for 45 minutes? No, it's not fun. There's plenty of people who can do that for you. I don't want to do that. That's no good for anybody.
Right.
So, you know, we got a bunch of news and notes we got to talk about today,
Yes, sir.
especially TNA. TNA's making a lot of noise.
Mhm.
Some good, some bad. We got
A lot of
especially got a lot of Puro news that came out of nowhere early this
yeah.
morning as well. And we're gonna talk about Dynamite a little bit of Rampage and Collision, Yuka's graduation show, and we're gonna finish off with a little bit of Stardom, Dream Queendom. They had the full card released, and of course, the main thing today. We are hours from the ROH pay per view.
Yeah.
As of this recording, Final Battle. We have the full card. We'll break that down, see what it looks like. So let's just start from the top here. We have Deonna Purrazzo is officially wrapped up with TNA. I wonder how you feel about Deonna Purrazzo, what you know of her.
I don't think I have too many thoughts exactly. I've seen her a few times. I've always thought she was pretty good. I think she's pretty solid in the ring. It was just weird to me because I feel like a lot of people. She had a lot of detractors. Didn't she make an appearance in AEW? Was that last year?
She had
And
the pretty famous Dynamite main event, ROH
yeah,
title main event against Mercedes Martinez.
yeah. I mean,
You know, definitely
it's
one of the matches of all time.
well, it's been wiped under the rug. But I mean, beyond that, I think she's a pretty solid. I think she'd be a pretty good pickup. There's a lot of people that seemed 50-50 on her, but now it seems like she's has a lot of support, where she's going. So I think, to be honest, I think she probably would do better going to like a WWE or something, considering the questionable state of AEW right now. But I
Especially
mean,
the, one allotted match,
yeah,
her show. But
her show.
she's pretty famously, not famously, pretty well known best friend of Britt Baker.
Yeah,
So Britt Baker definitely has pull, obviously, among Tony Khan in the
Tony
women's
Khan,
division,
yeah, she's in his
for
ear. I mean,
better or for worse.
yeah, I mean, she's been gone recently, so I mean, I guess
Yeah,
I guess that's all right. The women's division has been solid. As
it's a business
um,
picking back up.
yeah, yeah.
We do the one big reason why, and we'll get into that, later. But
We already know where you're at,
we already know
man.
God is back, bro. So good. Okay,
Yeah,
so next up we got Trent Seven signing with TNA. Officially announced it this past weekend. The bad of TNA picking up someone like Trent Seven. That's more likely to push someone, me myself, more away than
yeah.
what I would
It's
like to see.
it's a strange one. I kind of hate it because I always thought Trent was pretty solid in the ring, but just like I mean, we gotta keep some of these people out of the business sometimes, man.
So,
Out of the spotlight.
yeah, the UK speaking out, you
Yeah.
know, very touchy subject, very not fun. You know,
Kind of sensitive, sort of sensitive topic and all that.
yeah.
Not sensitive, but
Fun
just
fact, I was at the Dynamite Rampage, technically, where
oh
Trent
yeah.
Seven debuted against Orange Cassidy.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, bro, we were sitting in the crowd, And they kept teasing like, "Oh, this whatever." I think it was Kip Sabian who kept teasing it to Orange. He's like, "Oh, I got this guy. He's for you. He's gonna be this big, tough guy." And we're standing there waiting. Trent 7 hits, bro. You get a pen drop in the stadium, bro. Like no one knew who Trent 7 was when you walked through that. And they had a nothing match, just highly unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, and then he wasn't he at the New Japan show a couple months ago too?
On the what's their UK show?
Yeah, the World Quest, I think it was.
World Quest, yes, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah,
He probably was. I don't really remember that show. I don't think I saw that show.
It was okay. It was kind of glorified house show. But
it's a foreign New Japan show. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So more TNA news. The real hell has froze over. Kazuchika Okada returning to TNA for the first time in who knows how long, almost 20 years, probably 15 years. But he's returning to the Snake Eye show on January 14th. But the match they chose to put him in.
This fucking match,
bro. It's certainly a choice, bro. You get Okada for the first time, and this is what you put him in. You team him up with Motor City Machine Guns.
Right, that's
fine, cool. But you put him against Eddie Edwards, Moose, and Brian Myers. What are you TNA? What are you doing, bro?
There's just a lot of question marks, man. I don't know.
This one TNA show. I mean, we're gonna touch a couple of these other things. This one TNA show, Snake Eyes, January 14th, has Okada, Will Ospreay, and now that they just announced it, I think yesterday, Vikingo is on this show as well.
Crazy lineup.
Crazy. I will watch your show, TNA. You got me on this one. I will watch your show. Do I really want to see Okada versus Eddie Edwards, Moose, and Brian Myers? Not really, no.
No.
I don't think many feel you couldn't. I get.
How did we get there?
I get Will Ospreay is wrestling Josh Alexander on the show.
Yeah,
cool.
I messed with that.
Awesome. I will watch. But you couldn't give Okada someone else. You throw him in this. The 6-man's fine. Bit of a Machine Gun, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. They're there. Cool.
Right.
Man, what is this other 6? What are we doing? What are we doing, TNA?
I mean, all the people they had accessible. This is just it's weird. Like,
very weird.
Brian Myers. It's just the one that sticks out to me. Like, why
just pulled names out of a hat, and this is what they end up with. Jeez, that's right. It's very odd, very weird. All right, next we move on. Andrade El Idolo returning to CMLL in a 6-man match where he is teaming with Soberano Jr. and Angel de Oro against Mystico, Atlantis Jr., and Star Jr. So this is
you probably know a little bit more about CMLL than I do. So
I know I'm still pretty bare bones new to CMLL, but getting Andrade and Mystico in a match together is a win no matter what.
Yeah,
that was sick. I was there live when Mystico appeared in AEW. That match was sick. Mystico is real.
Got a crazy show, man. You guys, wow.
That was the Houston show. I got this all. I could see Kenny Omega wrestle a singles match against Kyle Fletcher.
Right. Oh, that was such a good match.
Right. Wow. You got to see. Yeah, that show also had Penta and Jay White. Right. The 6 singles match. You got to see Kenny Omega wrestle live, bro.
Bro, I've been hoping to see him wrestle, man. I mean, when I first got back into AEW at the beginning of last year, he was injured, and then when I went to Revolution last year actually, and we thought Kenny Omega was coming out. He was still injured. We thought he was coming out, and it was fucking Don Callis, that bald.
Oh, I was like, that big tease where they played Kenny's music.
Yes, bro.
And Don walks out.
That's I was like, man. So I don't think I've seen Kenny. I haven't seen him since I was at the very first episode of Dynamite, like the very first episode. That was the last time I think I've seen Kenny wrestle.
Well, you're going to Revolution this year, right?
Yeah, I am going to the next Revolution. So hopefully,
you're probably going to. I say odds are pretty high.
Yeah.
Unless might be in a Golden Jets tag team, but
brother, please, please don't put that.
I mean, if they win the tag titles at World's End, you might be getting a Golden Jets defense there. Maybe against the Young Bucks, who knows? But
that might save it, but I don't know. The Young Bucks are get a little bit on the wash side now, but they still hoop. They still hoop.
A little bit. They're still fine.
Yeah,
They're still good.
kind of.
They're still one of the better teams in the world. You know.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I agree.
sticking with TNA, they have signed pretty big news. Kushida's had a weird time ever since leaving WWE.
Yeah.
Initially was supposed to wrestle Hiromu last year. I don't remember what show it was. He was supposed to wrestle Hiromu for that junior title. He got hand, foot, and whatever it's called, hand, foot, and mouth disease. Is that what it was?
Oh, I have no
You
idea.
don't remember? Okay. He got sick with something. He had to pull out. And then he just kind of floated around.
Faded to the background.
Faded. Showed up in AEW, wrestled Darby Allin. Sick match.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of showed up here and there. He did plenty handfuls of TNA still. Was doing best of the Super Juniors.
Yeah. Didn't he do a World Tag League this year?
I watched Zero World Tag League. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he was teaming with Kevin Knight, I think.
Was that? You're probably right.
I think they did all right. But
now he's he's officially a TNA now.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he's still coaching at the New Japan Dojo in LA.
Okay.
That wouldn't surprise me. So,
I mean,
it's pretty cool. If you signed with AEW, you gotten like lost in the mix probably.
Yeah,
somewhere here and there.
It's a good signing for TNA. I mean, there's just it's kind of crazy. It's like they're signing or having a lot of big names appearing just kind of out of the blue, you know. But
right. Well, failed to sign the two big dogs clearly that they wanted in Ospreay and CM Punk.
True.
Which apparently were world shaking. What did they say? 7-figure offers, like the first ever 7-figure offers from TNA.
I don't know where they get that money, but
maybe in pesos, maybe in yen. I find that hard. I don't find it hard to believe, but that's pretty crazy for TNA.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, we're not talking about ticket sales, but look at the ticket sales for what was it, Hard to Kill, isn't it? The show coming out.
And even Snake Eyes after that, it's
rough.
Pretty rough. Let me talk about ticket sales real quick. Let me pull it up.
Just a little bit.
Let me pull it up real quick. Let me know. Snake Eyes right now on January 14th has currently distributed 348 tickets.
Jesus.
Out of 1,100. And Hard to Kill is at this tweet from WrestleTix is 6 days ago. They're at 647. It's probably gone up a little bit since then, but even still, they're a little over halfway. And this building seats like 2,000, and they're set up for 1,100. So even still, they're
on the low end. Like
they're filling up like a third maybe right now as it stands, and they really messed up their show schedule. Where their last show before this pay-per-view was like a month ago, maybe not a month ago, but it's a big stretch between their last show and the next pay-per-view next month, which is very odd that they would do this. They really mess it up.
No build. I was wondering. I was like,
zero build for this. It's they're banking heavily on the new TNA rename.
Yeah.
Just really hoping. I mean, like going back to TNA, cool, very cool. People want it, like it's nostalgia, but at the same time, you're still the Impact that's been running, which didn't really move a lot of people anyways.
Right. The rebrand can only kind of take you so far. I think a lot of people might tune in, they might watch, but I just don't think they're gonna sell that much, the tickets in person.
Right. And you're in Vegas, which is kind of a weird city right now for wrestling. AEW had a hard time there last time. I don't know if you're gonna move a lot of people to Vegas with these shows. If AEW can't move people to Vegas already.
I mean, they should have gone. I don't know, somewhere different. I mean, there's a lot of movement on the East Coast right now.
You could have gone to LA. You could have gone somewhere in New York, somewhere on the coast. Just somewhere a little bit easier. More people probably could have shown up. It's just it is what it is with TNA. I will still watch your show on January 14th. You got 3 of the best wrestlers in the world. I will still watch. Just don't put Tommy Dreamer on there, please God. I'm not the digital media champion, Tommy Dreamer.
He's actually a
not.
champion right now. I seen
You
a
know
promo
that?
yesterday. No, I tuned out,
I'm
bro.
pretty sure he's still the current digital media champion.
Christ,
Highly unfortunate for them.
he looks like
he
just.
he looks like shit from a butt. To be fair, like this dude does not need to be wrestling. He, especially after the old same thing with Ric Flair.
Yeah,
After his comments on that, it's like this dude does not need to be around. But you know, the wrestling business is gonna wrestling business at the end of
it's
the day, and keep these people around regardless.
they don't care, man.
No,
They don't
especially they don't care. So next up, we had the TJPW Prestige show took place at Unno.
Yep. Yeah. No, I cut out for a second. I was
No, you're good.
wondering. Go ahead. Proceed.
Did you see any of this TJPW Prestige show from yesterday?
I saw clips. I was like fading and going to sleep. You know, I sleep like an old man. So I saw some clips, but uh, I just heard about the stream. Just the stream was like horrible, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's about the only notable part of the show to bring up was that the streaming was so bad. I mean, you'd think you're watching a PowerPoint presentation. You know, it's I don't really think it was TJPW's fault.
Yeah.
This is like I'm pretty sure this was on Prestige to like set up the streaming
Mhm.
and distribution of this, and it was because everyone who was like dunking on it on the timeline,
Yeah.
Prestige was replying. So and they were like, "Oh, we're trying to fix it. We're trying to fix it." It's like,
Try to save your ass.
please try harder. It was really bad, especially in the main event, 1-1 million, Miyu and Maki versus MK Ultra,
Okay.
Masha Simonovich, and Killer Kelly. Match was pretty good, but you know, also unwatchable at the same time. And it even missed the finish where Miyu was going for the skull kick, and it just freezes for like 10 seconds.
Just you don't even see the pinfall. It's just
No, it hard froze with Miyu kicking, and then by the time it came back, they were both laying on the mat, and Masha Slamovich was getting up after winning. just no idea what took place until they showed the replay, and you showed that Masha Slamovich pinned her, and I was just like, oh, sick, cool.
Jesus.
Very glad I didn't pay for money for this. I almost did. I tried to pay, and then Wrestle Universe like denied my payment. So thank God for Wrestle Universe on that one. They saved me $20 there. And our last bit of notes here we have is Actress Girls in All Japan have announced a business partnership going forward, which is a pretty big deal to me because I love both these promotions, especially. Both these promotions have turned it around this year majorly.
Yeah.
All Japan especially.
I've heard a lot. Yeah, you talked a lot about All Japan this year. I got to get more into though. I'm gonna try to catch more of the shows.
Hey, bro, coming up, Katsuhiko Nakajima, Kento Miyahara for the Triple Crown. Match is gonna be sick. The first one was awesome.
Oh, yeah,
that was
a great match. That was
one of the best matches this year in general. They're gonna run it back. Really excited for that. But Actress Girls has really turned it around. This is a promotion people really wrote off after they restarted.
Yeah.
Because they restarted with basically all rookies. And it was but people need to tune into Actress Girls, man. They are really cooking. They got really good stuff over there. Miku Aono is an incredible champion, having incredible defenses. They have great stables, wrestlers. People just need to tune in. It's a great time. I can't speak highly enough of this promotion, really.
Yeah. Do they have any shows? Like, when's their next show coming up?
So they don't stream live,
Right.
unfortunately. But I mean, I don't know when their next show is, but you just go to their Twitter and find out. They'll have something announced, whatever their upcoming shows are. Okay. But yeah, they have. I don't know if they have anything now between now and the end of the year, but they teased an Actress Girls match on the upcoming All Japan show.
Oh, okay.
Because you know, the Puro Promotions have dipped their toe, you know, into bringing Joshis into. I mean, if that's what New Japan wants to call what they do, against Gato's wishes.
Yeah, he
booking women. How many women's matches have they had this year? 3?
I think so. And they always get as little time as possible, you know.
Kyrie and Tam went 7-6 minutes.
Oh, and that could
at
have
the
been such a
Dome.
good match. That was they were on track to having such a good match, man. That pissed me off.
I was
That,
thinking about that match, and I was like, "There's no way that took place this year."
it feels like a year, like ages ago, honestly.
It feels like it was 2 years ago. Thinking about Kyrie and Tam,
Yeah,
and then the next match was the Mercedes three-way
yeah, that triple
with
threat.
Hazuki and
Yeah,
Azumi. That match was sick.
that was a really good match.
Was there another
They
one?
had some decent time. I
Did
might have.
Sakura Genesis have one?
I don't
I
believe
don't
so.
think it did.
I don't believe so.
I think the only thing they've done were the New Japan Strong Show in Corkin had Julia and Willow
Yeah.
on both nights. One was the tag and one was the actual singles match. And then just the US Strong shows that had Julia and Mayu on them. But yeah, I don't think the actual big New Japan shows had
Yeah,
more
they
than
kind of
two.
throw them to Strong. I mean, at least I guess on Strong. I mean, they get some decent time. What was
Yeah,
the
I
last
mean,
match that happened? Was it Stephanie Bakir versus
Pivakura and Mayu had
yeah,
an incredible match. And then before that was Willow Mercedes the one? Or Julia? No, Julia wrestled
Julia,
somebody. Was it Hyun? He wrestled Hyun. Hyan? Hyun? I don't know how to pronounce her name.
I think it
But I'm
makes
pretty sure
sense.
that's what it was at
Yeah,
one of the shows.
yeah.
But
So I mean,
anyways, I don't know how we pivoted to New Japan and women.
yeah,
But speaking of Puro, a pretty big announcement came out from New
yes,
Japan:
yes,
the formation of United Japan Pro Wrestling. So, should I just read this full press release I have here?
yeah. All right, might as well.
Very wordy, lots of corporate jargon. So it says, in response to various issues that have come to light during the unprecedented crisis of the coronavirus, we have strongly recognized the need for an organization that can represent and accept the professional wrestling industry in a unified way. In anticipation of the changing world situation, 9 organizations have agreed to establish a professional wrestling industry association ahead of the professional wrestling industry. The purpose of it operation is to increase awareness of professional wrestling in our country, recognize that professional wrestling is a cultural public asset of society, and spread the word to brighten people's lives and improve cultural sharing. Our purpose is to contribute to the development of sports and culture through the promotion of professional wrestling business and to contribute to the prosperity of the professional wrestling industry. As of December 15th, 2023, the supporting organizations United Pro Wrestling are New Japan, All Japan, Noah, DDT, Ganbare Pro, Big Japan, Dragon Gate, Stardom, and Tokyo Joshi. There are 9 organizations, and we plan to continue to reach out to supporting organizations. That's basically the important part of it. I don't need to read this last one, but the big takeaway here is that all of these companies are coming together. Not so much. I'm not going to expect like a joint show every month and like trading wrestlers every show. But it's clear that they've come together with a goal to work together. Rising tides raises all ships.
Yeah.
And I think the big the big takeaway that the timeline seemed to get was potential TJPW and Stardom wrestling each other was that
Bro,
all
we're
people
ready
cared
for it.
about.
We are ready for it. Man. This
Bro,
is what we needed.
years in the making. This is all the timeline cared about. I'm holding my breath because, oh yeah, and also they're running a show on May 6th at the Budokan.
Right.
And I'm really hoping they don't. I'm pretty 50-50. I think they might do like just a showcase match with like a tease match and a Stardom match, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
They won't touch.
Just a big, you already know. It's either going to be that or just a big, gigantic tag match. 15, 16 woman tag match. I don't know. But
I want to see them touch up.
Yeah.
I would love to see that in any way. Get Miyu, Surdy, Utami, get all of them in there. I need everybody wrestling.
Yeah.
I need Tease and Stardom badly. That's all I want.
I mean, it'd be dope. There's a lot. I think there's a lot they can do with that. I mean, I'd love to see. I mean, if it's just sort of this kind of union, like you said earlier, I'd love to see them sort of trade wrestlers and stuff here and there. But if it's just one show, 2 shows maybe a year, I mean, I think that's still kind of cool.
Yeah, and they already did all together, not yet. All together 2 earlier this year with New Japan, Noah, and All Japan, which is a pretty fun show. Wasn't too much exciting stuff other than like the main event that had
Yeah,
Okada, Kento, all those guys in there,
yeah, the
which
big
was really
shot.
sick to see. And it's cool to see that these guys are working together. The other
Yeah.
takeaway that a lot of people took from this is that this was like a real fuck WWE moment.
There's no NXT Japan coming.
No NXT Japan. I mean, in general, I think for WWE moving to Japan be pretty hard, anyways.
Yeah,
Uh, Japanese wrestlers are pretty loyal for the most part.
the fan bases as well. They're very loyal to their companies.
Yeah, I don't know how well an NXT Japan would go over there because of the thinking was always, they'd buy one of these lower promotions,
Yeah,
whether it be All Japan, Noah, or something of that nature. It wouldn't be like one of the Cyber Fights or Bushi Road companies.
yeah,
That'd be too much. But there's always a few like Dragon Gate, whatever, that people figure that they could try and buy. But that's clearly not going to be the case anymore.
yeah.
Maybe, hopefully not.
Hopefully
God,
not. I
God
don't.
forbid in NXT Japan.
Oh, God, I don't even want to see that. I think they just need to stay in America. I feel like also a lot of Japanese wrestlers that go to WWE like probably want to get out of Japan. So I feel like it almost backfired in a way.
Yeah, I mean they're already going to go through with NXT Europe again.
Yeah. Oh God.
NXT Mexico, maybe we'll see how that
Maybe.
goes. I don't see much beyond that. NXT Japan would be pretty hard.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
want to
want
see that. Nobody wants to see that.
No.
So, but yeah, it's very cool that these companies are coming together like this to work together. They said they're still going to keep the competitive spirit.
Yeah.
They're not going to be
I like
like
that.
trading wrestlers. I wouldn't imagine a ton of co-promoted shows and whatnot, but
Right.
they'll be helping each other out with business and giving each other data, resources, and whatnot from here and there.
It's good to see. It's good to see.
It's pretty cool. We're moving in it's a pretty positive start to 2024.
Yeah.
And we're going to get this together. So next, we're talking a little bit of Dynamite that took place this past Wednesday.
Yeah.
Pretty good show. What'd you think about the show?
I thought it was actually really good. I mean, bar a couple of segments, but overall, the getting away from the I think getting quality television Marshall out the building, getting back to our wrestling. Think that
real wrestling, no quality television, no Burberry scarf on my screen. It was real graps from start to finish for the most part, except for a little rough patch there in the middle.
I mean, you want to talk about that first? The Golden Jets promo.
You want to talk? We talk about the Golden Jets first.
Yeah,
How bad that was.
that was.
Give me your thoughts. What'd you think about that?
It was underwhelming. I mean, when you have four people, I mean, Big Bill's all right, on the mic. But you have four people of that talent, putting on probably the worst promo I've seen in months. It's disappointing.
You mean Big Billy Starks?
Big,
big Billy Starks,
Billy
as
Starks. Oh,
Chris
God.
Jericho put it so kindly.
Oh God, that was bad, man. I mean, you got that. I mean, Kenny just didn't look like he cared. I don't think he even wants to be in this team himself.
No, yeah, it's like someone said, it's like Kenny Jericho just kept like pushing this idea, like, come on, let's do this tag team, and Kenny's finally just like, fine, we'll do it, and now he's stuck in this, as everyone gets stuck with Jericho.
Yeah,
I used to not mind Jericho as much.
Yeah,
I thought it was the hate was a little forced, but as we're going with this like Golden Jets thing, still, it's like, all right, bro,
it's time to step back.
Please free the cleaner. I don't need this. And it was like these four dudes just walked out there, no idea what they were going to talk about or say.
Yeah.
They're talking about bringing up Enzo Amore in almost 2024.
I mean,
it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, bro? Like,
what
what was the point of this? What did we accomplish?
It didn't even feel like. I mean, we set up the match, but it's like that just didn't feel like anything actually happened.
It was like
a segment.
It's like why would I want to see? It's like I don't want to see. I want to see all talking about Enzo Amore and Big Billy Starks and these promos. Like, what are we doing? Just real stinky promo.
Very.
Please God, never do it again. But back to real graps.
Yes.
We started with Samoa Joe and Hangman Adam Page. Samoa Joe instigating, accusing Hangman of being the devil. However you feel about the devil storyline,
It's uh, it's okay. I mean, it. I don't even know. I can't really put the words together. It's okay. I guess I want it to kind of end. I mean, I feel like it also depends on who's the devil. I mean, like who? I want to ask this question now. Who do you think the devil could be? Who are we thinking about?
I don't. First of all, I don't think it's Jungle Boy. A
Okay,
lot of people want to think it is.
very interesting.
I, people have said it's not him. I don't think it'd be him. I think it'd be a pretty bad idea.
Yeah,
I'm still pretty sold that it's either Adam Cole or Roderick Strong. Those would probably be my two guesses for the devil. What do you think is? You think it's Jungle Boy? You think it's JB?
I kind of did. I mean, there's a lot of stuff pointing out the real glass. There's a
Real
lot of real
Mr. Real
glass.
Glass, go cry me a river.
There's a lot of real glass being used. I mean, the Acclaim went through the glass. You got Hangman getting put through. Well,
Put through real glass.
yeah, so it's a lot of signs pointing towards it. But I mean, kind of like you said, I don't know if that'd be a great idea long term.
No, did you see the Fightful report from yesterday?
I don't think so. What was the report?
They said Jungle Boy has not had a hand in these angles at all.
Interesting.
And also bad news, Hangman Page is gonna be gone for some time to sell the attack.
I did see that.
That's highly unfortunate and hurts my feelings because I love Hangman and I want to see him wrestle more.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like he just got back. I mean, he just came back from the Texas Death Match, and now he's
back
right off TV again.
Just gone.
Yeah, I mean, does he? Do you think he gets a match for World's End? I don't.
If we're writing him off 2 weeks before the pay per view, no,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna see him until next year. So, but speaking of Hangman, he had this match with Roderick Strong. This match was sick. I'm very glad Roderick Strong is back wrestling.
Yes.
Not rolling around in a wheelchair yelling.
I mean, the yelling is still there, but like you said, he's back in the ring.
The worst part about the yelling is like, it's incredibly over in the arenas.
Yeah.
I went to that show in Houston like a month ago. Anytime Roderick Strong was on the screen, bro, they just yelled at him. People were wearing neck braces. People got neck strong merch and signs. It's crazy. I don't want to walk around with a neck strong shirt. That's kind of crazy. That's a little crazy.
Bro, you don't want to support neck health awareness?
Neck health awareness, real. Bro's got good neck. I'm not trying to. I don't think I vibe with that.
I mean, could be a great gift this Christmas for you. Anybody neck strong.
Neck strong. Hashtag neck strong. So next we had Brody King versus Andrade El Idolo in the Blue League of the Continental Classic. Unno, what are your thoughts on the Continental overall so far?
Man, they are cooking. They are cooking. This has been real music every week. I mean, we have all type of matches. I mean, we just had these. I mean, I thought all three matches this week. Well, the Lethal versus Ruche kind of ended quick, but I thought all the matches were really good, especially Jay White and Mark Briscoe and Brody King, Andrade, Swerve, John Moxley, especially. We'll get to all those, but we had Andrade versus Danielson. I mean, we're eating every week, every night. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. How about you,
bro? It might be a bit of hyperbole to say that this tournament, I don't want to say save this company, but
yeah,
I don't know where they'd be without this tournament right now, bro.
I see.
I'd be terrified to think about what else they'd be doing if it weren't for this tournament.
Yeah.
Thank God for John Moxley and Bryan Danielson and all of them wrestling weekly on my TV.
Yeah.
Swerve and Mark, all of them especially.
Yeah. Man,
bro.
Mark Briscoe, he's been going crazy. I mean, he's not winning. He's not won a match. I don't know if he will, but he's going crazy, man.
Didn't he just? No, he didn't win, did he? No, he hasn't won.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain messed with me. I thought he won for some reason. No. And then I looked at it, I was like, no, he faced Jay White. Jay White won.
I mean, he has the match against Jay Lethal coming up, so maybe, unless they go to a draw, but
they're both 0-3, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I got the standings right here. So Blue League right now, Andrade's in the lead. He's 3-0 with 9 points. Brody King's 2-1 with 6. Brian Danielson's 2-1 with 6 points. Eddie Kingston's 1-2 with 3. Claudio's 1-2 with 3 points, and Daniel Garcia's 0 for 3.
That one hurts.
DG?
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
What is Eddie's 1-2? Yeah, we'll get into it in a second about DG. But in the Gold League, Mox is 4-0, Swerve is 3-1, Jay White's 3-1, Roosh is 2-2, Mark Briscoe 0-4, and Jay Lethal also 0-4.
Oh, they're almost done already then.
Yeah, but Collision tomorrow is gonna have more Blue League.
Yeah,
So there's like one after this Saturday. There's 1 week left.
Right.
Before we then next week is World's End and whatnot. So we're getting there. But yeah, this Brody King and Andrade match is pretty good. Andrade has really, I don't want to say revitalized, but he's finally looking like the Andrade that people kind of expected him to be.
Yeah.
When he originally showed up, and I love Brody King. Makes me want to, whenever he shows up, I want to stand up and start barking at the TV. This dude is, I love Brody. He's like, bro, please get him and Julia away from the House of Black. I don't need it.
I mean, it's cool. Malachi, I mean, what does he even do? I hate to say it. I love him. I think he's great in the ring.
What does he do?
What does he do to DJ Khaled?
What does he do, bro? Him and Buddy, they're sick. They can still wrestle well.
Yeah.
They don't want him. They don't want to be there. It just is what it is. They're stuck. They got a cool presentation. They look awesome. They had that trios run earlier in the year, but some of them try a little harder than the others. Is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And Brody, I thought Brody King. He always had singles potential already. Going back to like that Darby Allin match earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Was that this year or was that last year? It was last year.
Was it last year?
I feel like that was last year.
It was either late last.
That was that Blood and Guts. It was last year.
Okay.
Royal. What did they call it? It was that Royal Rumble where 2 groups went into both rings, and Brody won when he choked out Darby.
Oh, the Royal Rampage or something like that.
Is that what it was?
I
feel like they didn't call it Royal something. Maybe they did call it Royal Rampage.
I think it was.
I feel like that's a little too close to the Royal Rumble.
I mean,
maybe they, whatever it was, he won that, and he was already pretty sick from that point. And then next up, God herself returned. The real demo god, step away, Chris Jericho. The real demo god, the savior of this business, Riho.
The one that Triple H fears, man.
Triple H's biggest op. Riho finally gets a match in AEW again against Ruby Soho. Match was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah.
I know people were calling this a legacy game for Miss Ruby. Match was good.
Yeah.
I'm just glad Riho's back.
Yeah.
She's gonna be facing Toni Storm at World's End.
I mean, how are you feeling about that? Like, what do you think that should go? Kind of,
If you're giving me the book, I'm giving Riho every championship in AEW.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But that's me.
I'm with you right there.
Sorry, Miss Timeless Toni Storm. You gotta step over.
Yeah.
But I just want to see Mariah May wrestle more than anything.
She just kind of comes out with the title and then just disappears. It's like, come on.
She says her match coming up is very, very soon.
Right.
That's what she said. Very, very soon.
Had a conversation
like, all right.
with Tony Khan himself. So.
Right. So I just hope it's not against, someone like, Anna Jay or something of that nature. Nothing against Anna Jay, but I don't know who you throw her in there with.
The best we can do is Saraya, man. I don't know.
Oh God, no. I mean, just give her like I just had it in my head. I lost it. Give her like Red Velvet.
Oh yeah, that would actually be a sick match.
Kiera Hogan, just like someone who can go with her.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to nominate Yuka, but that'd work. Yuka would lose, unfortunately. I'm not trying to see that, but it is what it is. I really hope you could get something to do in AEW that's not just losing once a month.
Yeah, just showing up randomly. I mean, even I guess, with Athena maybe not stepping out of ROH soon. Like maybe if she kind of, well, Billy's probably gonna win the title, but
Yeah,
set up Yuka
we'll
to
get into
maybe,
that. But
yeah,
yeah, I'm just so glad Riho's back.
yeah.
It's such a
It's huge for the division.
as long as she's around.
Yeah,
Because unlike earlier this year, if she was around for like a month or so and just disappeared again,
right.
kept doing the run-ins, the weekly women's run-in
With the pipe.
between the Outcasts and Riho and all of them. No, bro, that was dark times.
Yeah,
When isn't a dark time for the women's division? Honestly. So
whenever.
following that up, I'm pretty sure that that promo came up next that we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
Stinky.
very bad.
Don't do it again. Please. Please find some stability with the tag division.
Yeah.
It's really gross. They're finally getting teams back. Private Party's back soon.
Oh man.
Top Flight. I'm so excited for Private Party.
I can't wait.
People want to cry about AEW doing too many tournaments. I don't care. Keep crying. Please do a tag tournament.
That tag tournament. Oh my god. I don't know. I think they need to drop the trios titles. Let everyone just come back to the tag division.
Just quietly slip it under the rug. Never happened.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, they claimed. I have like no words for it.
Yeah, I still respect the claim. I like the claim for the most part, but this reign hasn't been it.
Especially like that initial run was so fun. They were so over, and it's like it's just kind of gone stale.
Very, yeah.
Oh, Billy Gunn's not helping.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be around this long. I really didn't
I don't think anybody did. I don't think anybody thought Billy Gunn would be around this long.
Oh man,
just let it go. It's over, bro. Let it go. Please, like who was even a contender for this trios title? Can you name Top Flight and Andretti? I guess
that's all I can think.
That's about it. I mean, you can get sick trios, lucha matches out of them.
Yeah,
like coming up on tonight, I guess technically.
Oh yeah,
we'll talk about that, but just
Rampage preview.
Please figure something out with the trios division and tag division, everything division, championship.
Oh god, oh man, Maxwell. The fans are turning on him now. It's getting unfortunate.
It's pretty sad. Going out sad, unfortunately.
Very.
I didn't think the reign would even go this long in general. Do you think it would go longer than a year like this?
I didn't think so. I thought he would hit because he dropped that list, with all the people he wanted to face.
Right.
I thought we would get to a lot of that sooner. And now I think Joe should win at World's End, especially because Max is injured. But I don't know, especially with this Wardlow thing still around. I don't know if we come back to that after the fact or the devil stuff is still here, but I don't know. I didn't really expect it to last this long.
Has AEW shown the match graphic for that championship match yet? Is that official?
With Slow Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed it. They showed it already.
I see people were thinking they might turn this into a 4-way with Wardlow and Hangman. I don't see that happen, especially now after they just wrote off Hangman. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Could they still add I don't say Roddy, but Roddy just lost.
I don't think it turns into a 4-way. No, I hope not.
I mean, I'm just pretty terrified they're gonna pull what they pull on Full Gear, where they switch it up during the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And then I just hated that match. That was so.
And it could have been so good. I feel like this is the worst part about it.
Why couldn't they just have a match?
Yeah, you got to go out in a hospital, and it was a lot.
You got a sports entertainment merchant besmirching the name of AEW pay-per-views.
Yeah, his mentor, the American roller coaster, is calling his name to WWE today. So.
AEW pay-per-view main events. Can you think of another bad one? I know people talked about this after this match happened, but I can't really think of another bad one. Did you like the All-In match?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought sort of the same thing. It could have been a little bit better, but I enjoyed it a lot more than Full Gear. I thought it was a good match.
I did not like that All-In match.
You didn't like it?
I was pretty quiet on the timeline when it was going on. I saw people were enjoying it, and I was like, I feel like I'm watching a Roman Reigns match. This is what like I was really into like the whole initial Prochacho storyline. It was a good time leading up to that. And then like they got into the match and they're like joking around and like doing all this stuff in the beginning, right? And it was just like, okay, they're gonna get it out. They're gonna rip the shirts off, like they were doing at the time,
Right.
and like double clotheslines. And like I was like, what do we they turned into this melodramatic sports entertainment match. Like halfway, and it was clear like this is the direction of this match. And it's not going away. And I was just like, bro, I'm pretty sure I tweeted at the time, like, why can't they just wrestle? Like, you're main eventing All In.
Yeah.
83,000 people paid attendance for this. And this is the match we put on for AEW. I don't know, bro.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean, especially who's the spot where he like did a brainbuster on the stairs, and now Adam Cole was like,
that was pretty sick spot though.
It was a nice spot, but then
there was good spots. There was good parts, of course, but like in general,
the whole match,
just like the idea and layout, I was like, what are we doing? But you know, All In 2024, Swerve, Ospreay, sign me up. That's it. Locked in. That's got to be it. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, put whoever else you want, it's gonna be Ospreay, regardless.
Yeah,
he's winning that title at All In. I would put real money on it right now. I like it's gonna be Will Ospreay.
Most likely, yeah. I definitely see it.
Whether you like it or not. So next up we had Roosh and Jay Lethal. I feel like I blinked for a second and this match was over.
Yeah, that was
but shout out Roosh. I love Roosh. He's sick. He's violent.
Yeah, he's insane.
And he got the win over Jay Lethal, as he should. Beasted in the crowd, took some guy's beer, poured it all over himself.
I didn't see that part. I really did.
Real dude. I love Roosh.
Yeah.
Which was then followed up. We had Jay White versus Mark Briscoe. Pretty good match.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good match. Just two real wrestlers. It was a good match overall.
Shout out Mark Briscoe. I love Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, he's been, like I said earlier, he's been phenomenal in this Continental Classic.
And Jay White as well. I'm pretty sad we don't have the whole Bang Bang Gang and Card Blade and Juice around right now.
And he just looks lonely, you know?
I miss the Bang Bang Gang. Those were good times.
I agree.
Can't wait for them to come back. And then the main event, we had Swerve Strickland and Jon Moxley. What'd you think?
I thought it was a fantastic match. The crowd was insane. That crowd, I mean, the whole night they're really good, but for this match, they're insane.
Right. And I think...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, this match felt big time. It felt important, which feels like AEW hasn't had in a while.
Yeah.
Which is real cool that they were able to make that from this tournament, putting up, you know, the ace, Jon Moxley, against Swerve, who everyone is now... Feels like everyone has now come around.
Yep.
That Swerve is him. He's next. He should be next, at least.
Yeah.
Like, he is that guy. He's here.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, they made it huge. I mean, it felt like, when the crowd was going, holy shit, before the bell rung. I mean, it reminded you of almost like, you know, the magnitude of the match. It made it at least feel like, what was it? Kenny versus Danielson.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
And we haven't seen that. That was what, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I think.
3 years, 2021, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, so that was crazy. But like I said, the match was great. I think honestly it should have been a draw. I feel like Tony Khan should lean more into the draws. I mean, I feel like we have the draw stipulation. Yeah. He hasn't gone into it yet.
I feel like we'll probably get one this week, considering there's people tied right now in points.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Swerve losing because it's Mox. I feel like Mox is probably winning this thing. Mox or Eddie would be my guess. Mox and Eddie is my guess for this final.
Yeah, we got to see that comeback from Eddie. I think we're going to see that.
I think it'd be weird for him not to make the final after like putting his titles on the line.
Yeah.
Especially after, we can talk about this a little bit, with like, it seems like New Japan Strong is kind of going away.
Yeah.
They're unifying this at the Tag League. Right. Bishamon challenged them again to unify those titles, the IWGP tag titles and the Strong tag titles. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the women's, considering there's like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Strong in the IWGP, whatever that's if they remember they exist first.
They just lost their stardom. I think some people
It-
were looking towards a unification match with that too. So, I mean,
we'll see where they go with that. But yeah, it feels like because I remember like rumor earlier this year they were saying ROH and Strong would like work together.
yeah,
So that's what it feels like is happening here.
pretty much.
Considering they're conjoining all of these titles into one.
That Triple Crown.
Triple Crown, baby. Gotta have your own Triple Crown.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of why I could see why Eddie might win the whole thing as well, because his ties to Japanese wrestling. I think it'd be kind of a big thing for him.
Yeah, especially if he's not gonna be on this ROH pay per view.
Yeah,
I feel like kind of a waste just to have him just lose and not make it even to the final.
yeah, I definitely see that.
But overall, Dynamite was a really good time.
Yeah,
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
We're finally. It feels like we're getting there again. Hopefully, I feel like we said this. I feel like we say this every other month. After every pay per view, reset time. This is the reset. This is the reset. Now we're resetting.
We're gonna get back to the real. Yeah.
Now we're restoring the feeling.
Yeah.
And of course, we have Rampage coming up tonight. I know the spoilers for these. Do you want to know the spoilers?
You can go ahead. Yeah.
So, first one's pretty unfortunate. Anna Jay and Red Velvet. Anna Jay wins.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. It says there's interference from Matt Menard. Anna Jay gets the pin. I have a hard time seeing why you would do that.
I don't really know what's going on with that group anymore. They're just kind of there for me.
The 2.0 group.
Yeah, I love them actually. I love 2.0, but they just kind of.
I remember. I don't forget those Matt Menard promos from 2 years ago. Every week.
He's so good. His promos are so good, and they make him they make them a joke to you. I hate that.
That dude was like the best promo. He was like one of the top 5 promos of the year.
Yeah,
it's like every week, especially after that Blood and Guts match.
Oh my God, that was so good.
I just Angelo Parker hanging out the cage covered in blood. That was
that was sick.
That was such a sick match. But yeah, whatever they got going on now, especially with the Ruby Soho and Angelo Parker thing.
They need to. Yeah.
Please, bro. I don't want romance in my wrestling.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't need that. Keep that in Stanford, please. Not even they do it. They don't even do it anymore.
Yeah.
They teased it a little bit earlier this year and they got rid of it. But next up, we had Fletcher and Hobbs in a squash match. I don't remember who the local talent was, but it was a jobber squash match. And then, unfortunate again, Don Callis comes out and explains his Don Callis rules, where any 2 members of the Don Callis family can challenge them, and he can pick whoever he wants. So the Golden Jets, Don Callis verse continues on. Wrapping up great wrestlers, trapping them.
Makes me sad. I mean, how do you feel about the Don Callis family?
It was so hot initially.
Yeah.
And then just faded. And like, you wouldn't even remember that Takeshita beat Kenny.
Yeah.
In a great match. Like, you wouldn't remember because Takeshita has wrestled maybe once.
Yeah.
Since then.
Twice, I think. Like, he just disappeared, sort of. Don Callis takes too much of the spotlight. Like, I know it's the Don Callis family, but it's too focused on him,
I just don't see what the end goal is.
Yeah.
Like, where do we call it? Because this is a problem with manager-wrestler fuse. The manager's not going to get beaten up and lose a match.
Right.
So, like, how is he going to get his comeuppance? His wrestlers have already lost multiple times. Like, what are we doing? He's beaten Kenny twice. Like, you won, bro.
Yeah.
You won, they've won. Let's just call it.
Yeah, I mean, he won. They won, and he just decided to keep the feud going. And then
like
Kyle Fletcher lost, didn't he? And I guess that,
And Hobbs squashed Jericho, but like they're still doing this.
Yeah,
it's very weird. I don't know. Where we go? What do we go? What are we doing?
Like you said, I don't know what the end goal is. I mean, even after the Golden Jets, it's like, what do they do?
Yeah, now they're challenging for the tag titles against Ricky and Big Bill.
Yeah,
So are they gonna win, and like the Don Callis family's gonna challenge them for the tag titles, or
I
like,
don't know,
please get Will Ospreay, save Kyle Fletcher, something. I need, please save us, Billy Goat. I need this Don Callis family feud to end. It's just going nowhere, and destroying everything in its path, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's not all bad, because they announced that the Von Erichs would be wrestling.
Yep.
Here.
Very, very, very nice. I like that. It's a nice. Do you want to give the spoiler for that match too, or?
Did I write this correctly? Hold on, one second. Did I write this wrong? Von Erichs and Orange Cassidy, they faced the Lucha Trio. Did I write that wrong? Was that the match?
I actually don't. I saw the Lucha Bro.
No, I wrote this wrong.
Come out, but
I got two. I mixed up two matches. Who did Orange Cassidy in the Von Erichs face? Let me find it. Because the Lucha Trio, Penta Commander, and Vikingo faced Top Flight and Andretti. Oh, they faced 2.0 and Jake Hager. That's what happened.
Oh,
I mixed up these. I combined these two matches into one. Mixed it up. So first, the Von Erichs and OC versus 2.0 and Hager. Von Erichs win. Kevin Von Erich actually comes out and puts the Iron Claw on one of the 2.0 guys, which is pretty sick in Texas.
Yeah.
Von Erichs are gonna pop people in Texas. Have you seen them wrestle?
I have not actually. I obviously heard of them, but I haven't seen them wrestle. So
here's the thing.
Tap in. So
I did a little bit of research before we started this.
Okay.
Looked up some Von Erichs matches. They're I don't know if they still are in MLW. It's typically where they were. I looked up a few matches. I watched them face Violence is Forever in a chain match. I know you're pretty familiar with Violence is Forever.
Oh, yeah, I love Violence is Forever.
And the Von Erichs, I don't want to call them green. They're a little rough around the edges. They're brawling type dudes.
Yeah, they look like it. I can.
They're
sort of style.
But they're fun. They got a good look.
Yeah.
Texas boys in Texas is gonna be. They're facing. They'll be on the ROH pay-per-view tonight.
Yeah, I saw that.
Be a good time. And then Rampage main event. Penta Commander and Vikingo versus Top Flight, Andretti. They said this match is sick and great.
It sounds phenomenal.
I'm very excited for this match. Someone said it was one of the best matches not of the year, but like one of the best TV matches AEW's put on this year.
Okay.
So
I'm ready for
that's putting it up there with like Kenny Vikingo.
Yeah.
The Kenny and Mox Cage match. Matches of that nature.
Yeah. They've had a lot of good matches this year. Now that you mention that on TV.
On TV, yeah, they still put on great matches.
Yeah.
Sports entertainment be damned. Kenny and a lot of them involve Kenny, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And Bryan Danielson. This is basically them too. So finally, we have Collision tomorrow. There's only 3 matches announced so far for Collision. Continental Classic matches: Andrade versus Claudio, Brody King versus Bryan Danielson, and Eddie Kingston versus Daniel. Hello?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it cut out again.
It's fine. Okay. So we have Andrade and Claudio tomorrow, Brody King versus Bryan Danielson, and Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia.
Yep.
These matches excite you?
A lot.
Which one are you looking forward to the most?
I'm gonna say Brody versus Danielson, but I think Andrade versus Claudio might end up taking the cake for match of the night.
That's crazy because I think I'm most looking forward to Eddie Kingston and Garcia getting in there.
Yeah,
I think that match is gonna rule.
Yeah, I think so too. They're all good. It's hard to pick one. It's hard to pick one favorite. But.
Yeah, they're gonna cook. None of these guys have missed in this tournament.
Yeah.
They've all had great matches. Especially Bryan Danielson is putting on like 4.25 plus in this tournament.
he's going insane. I mean,
He's a monster.
yeah, like you just mentioned. I mean, Danielson, Kenny, they've had some of the best TV matches this year. Like obviously anyone would miss Brian Danielson, but like AEW is really gonna miss him when he's gone. Like,
Oh, of course. I mean, anytime he's gone, it feels like the TV turns to doo doo. Like, it just is what it is. So, him retiring at some point next year. Did they say when?
No, my guess is probably after All In. I don't
Yeah.
think they set a point, but I think All In probably
Right.
is the last
He's
match.
he's advertised for All In. I mean, he showed up at All Out initially. So
Oh,
I guess around then
yeah, probably.
probably be his final full time match. But gonna miss the Dragon full time.
Yeah, man, that's gonna suck.
It's gonna be a real blow, unfortunately. And then moving on, we had the Yuka graduation TJPW show. Did you watch this at all?
I did not catch it. I probably will try to watch it this weekend. I had
You
free
should
time,
probably find a chance to watch the main event and then what happens afterwards.
Okay.
The main event being Yuka versus Shoko and Miyu Yamashita.
Okay.
I had a hard time focusing on this match, even though I specifically woke up the show wasn't live, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I knew when it was releasing,
Right.
which was at 3 a.m. my time.
Jeez.
And I think I just stayed awake for it because I just had to watch it because I saw all the photos on the timeline, and it was like everyone was crying, and I was like, I gotta see this. And I don't think I've ever been that emotional watching a show because there's been graduations this year already for other wrestlers, like Himeka retired early this year, but like clearly Yuka being such an important part of this promotion.
Yeah.
One of the initial pillars from day one, leaving is like it's like so impactful.
Yeah, it's a big thing right there.
And like doing it against Shoko and Miyu was already pretty sad enough. And then they followed it up with I don't want to call it spontaneous because they planned it definitely, but like a 3-minute match with Mizuki.
Oh, okay.
Where they run out of time. Mizuki hits the whirling candy, and then like the green belt goes off like right after that, and they just both lay there and cry. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And then it's followed up by like by the entire roster like come out and they talk, and like they all hug her goodbye, and like everyone's just like bawling tears, and I was just like, geez, I'm being assaulted with emotional trauma, just like one after the other.
Just up at 3 a.m. just crying in your room.
Yeah, bro. It was like 5 a.m. by that point. By the time the main, because I watched the whole show, I didn't skip to the end. So it was like 5:30 in the morning. I'm sitting here crying to wrestling, and I'm like, Jesus. I was just like Yuka and Suzu, not Yuka, Endo and Suzume like are like bawling, crying in front of her. I'm just like, oh, geez. And it was just like, I don't say it was tough to watch, but it was just like it was so sad, and it hurt me in my soul. And I just pray that like you could do anything important in AEW.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, I would definitely go out of your way and watch this.
Yeah, I'll try to go check it out this weekend for sure.
And then, so following that up, we have Stardom. They have the full card for Dream Queendom on December 29th coming up. This show is pretty weird. Stardom's had a pretty weird few months.
Yeah.
Especially business-wise. They just had that show that had like 100 people in it.
Yeah, wasn't that like their lowest attendance?
Like, the lowest ever.
Yeah.
And even still, they said like half of that was papered. So but even still, and even now, they have like this show. They have the New Year's show coming up. And then I think there's another show a couple days before that. They have like 3 big shows in a row.
Yeah.
Within a few weeks. We're like, it's like, why would you do this to yourself? Doing all of this. And it's like showing in the matches they booked here because the top 2 matches from this are rematches.
Yeah.
Of matches we just saw like a month or 2 ago. Obviously, Suzuki and Micah is from the 5-star final. But even still, like we just saw Mirai and Sayori.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. I mean, Suzu and Micah, that one makes sense, I guess, story wise and what's been happening. But I'm like, why is Saori going against Mirai again?
Yeah, I don't know how we turn. I don't watch the house shows.
Yeah, I don't.
I still kind of keep up with it just because my timeline talks about it all the time.
Yeah,
I still see results and whatnot, but I don't know how we got around back to Sayori and Mirai. But even still, they just did the whole tournament to like, because Tam had to relinquish,
right.
unfortunately, or Cosmic Chief down.
That's a tough one, man.
Oh, he retired.
Yeah, when she said that, oh man, bro, that was tough. I need the Tam road to be walked again. I need that.
All of the Julia Gabagool merchants were preying on her downfall, but she's back. She's coming back. Thank God. Hopefully, I would say hopefully for the red belt, but I don't think she's getting that back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But it's okay. The Julia merchants are gonna have to watch her in that Florida warehouse very soon.
Oh man.
Cosmic Angels, we don't. We up, bro.
Yeah,
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah. DDM, they're getting cooked.
DDM, bro. You got Mai Sakurai as the trios champ. What are we doing?
They lost Himeka this year. They're losing Julia next year. It's raps for them, man.
I'm so what's the word? Like, I'm just so certain she's going to WWE.
Probably. The way they're talking about it, yeah.
There's already like, they're like, oh, she was supposed to be here this week at the PC. It's like, what do you mean she's supposed to be here? Why would she be there?
I mean, I think she actually took a post and she was like learning English too. So, I mean, that can mean anything.
Yeah, that can mean anything, but I mean, all these wrestlers learn English, but
yeah, in this context,
Yeah, it's like, and there's like reporting there's talks going on between them, and it's just like, where there's smoke, there's fire. I think she's gonna be out of there.
Yeah, she's probably going soon.
And I don't know. I would love to see her in AEW. Word is AEW's not too high on her.
I don't get that.
Not that I see a lot of people are like, oh, they'll sign this person, this person. It's like, it's not that they wouldn't sign her. They'll probably try to sign her when the time comes. Does that mean they like are gonna prioritize her? No.
Yeah.
But they're not that stupid, I don't think. This is the same company that crowned Soraya, mind you. That was pretty stupid. I didn't think they were that stupid, but they went and did it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyways, we can run down this card. There's a lot of multi-tag matches that don't move me too much.
They're okay.
We have Julia versus Megan Bayne for the strong title. Julia's winning.
Yeah.
Megan Bayne's probably gone back to AEW after this, I would guess.
Probably.
Yeah. Then we have the Goddesses title, Utami and Saya versus Momo and Natsuko Tora. Fine. Oedatai would not be my first pick to defend this title. If it was Momo and Starlight Kid, sure.
Starlight
Momo
Kid
and Tora, maybe
fell
not.
by the wayside.
It's Rossi tried to book Starlight Kid and Azumi as important challenge. Difficulty impossible. Make them feel of any importance that isn't the high speed belt. Yeah. Please. And they're already teasing Mei Sarah and Azumi again. And it's like, why?
He just won't move her up. I don't get it.
Please move on. They're like so talented and so over. You wouldn't know it. Because they just like end up in these multi-mans or the high speed title. And it's just like, why?
Like, I mean, even the white belt, they should be going for. And it's just, like you said, they just keep getting stuck in the same exact place.
Right. And the 5-star Starlight Kid finished in like last.
Yeah.
Last in her block. I think. As long as Saya wasn't in her block, she finished last.
Yeah.
And even then, she got injured. It's really unfortunate. Hopefully next year, picks up for them. I pray.
Hopefully.
And then we have Mirai versus Ariano rematch for the Wonder title. Did you see the original match of this?
I believe I did. I have to rewatch it because my brain is not functioning, but I believe I did watch that match.
The 30-minute draw.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I obviously, clap merchant jokes aside. As much as I'm not too much of a fan of Mirai. She's a good wrestler.
Yeah, I agree.
There's others I just want to see instead, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I've been championing for Sayori as the white champion for like 6 months.
she would be so beast as white belt champ.
It'd be sick. She's so great.
Yeah,
That pottering finish she does. So where she just flip. I don't. How do you come up with this? Joshi's just get in the lab and they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna flip over while pinning you and pinning your feet down. It's like, how do you come up? Wait, where'd you see this?
Yeah, and then like everyone's trying to copy Suzu Suzuki now with the tequila shot.
The tequila
Everyone's
shot
copying it. Yeah,
was Florida Merchants. I swear.
yeah.
I gotta watch WWE fans go like, this is the greatest move ever, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, please, why would you please stop? And of course, the world title, the world of Stardom, Suzu Suzuki versus Maika. Who do you think is winning this?
I would love to see Micah win it. I mean, I can go either way. You know, personally, I love Suzu Suzuki. I just think it'd be like Suzu Suzuki is what, like 20, 21. I mean, Joshi's retired,
Yes.
but I think she's gonna be one of those that wrestle until she's like 60. Like I think
She's gonna be around forever.
Yeah, I think Micah would be a really good choice. She's over. Like the fans want to see it. I think they should go with
Right.
Micah.
I mean, that 5-star final, Maika was so over.
Yeah.
And the way they did that was so weird. They made Maika wrestle twice in a night.
Yeah.
And then Suzuki shows up. Like nothing against her. She's great, obviously. But it was so weird that it was so set up for Maika to win. That when Suzuki won, the air just left the building.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh.
Kind of felt bad in a way, you know.
Yeah, because after so many people got hurt in that tournament, it was like this is where we end up at. It felt like it was time for Michael to win.
Yeah.
And he just loses. And now Tam relinquished, so they had to cancel the Suzuki and Tam match. And now they had to redo that 4-person tournament that Ami Sourei snuck her way into somehow. I love Ami Sourei, though. Nothing against her. Very weird 4 people.
Yeah.
Not 4 people. Momo and Ami and whatnot. And then it's Suzuki versus... Who was it? Who did she wrestle for that? Was it Hazuki?
I don't
for the right to challenge for it?
Yeah, I didn't catch that. So I'm not sure.
That was the main event of the Mirai and Sayori show as well.
I don't know if it was Hazuki. I can try to check, but
anyways, it doesn't matter. It's not that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty 50-50 split on this. I can see it going either way. Michael losing again would be pretty sad.
Yeah, that would hurt. It would.
Especially Suzu's gonna get her time regardless, whether it's now or 2 years from now or next year. Her time as Red Belt champ is gonna come. I mean, this was obvious last year when Hatman kept booking her.
Yeah, you see how much he loves her, bro.
She was main eventing shows as the trios champion and whatnot, and challenging Julia for the Red Belt. Not even signed to the company yet.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like, and I don't know. I'd ask the question to you, do you think Micah ever goes for the Red Belt again if she loses here? You know,
she could definitely challenge for it. Could she make a convincing challenge now?
Yeah,
maybe not. I mean, she's 30, 31, something like that. Her age isn't known, whatever, but she's 30ish, which is it's not super old, but
yeah,
the way Stardom works,
yeah, they just
love young wrestlers like Suzuki, Utami, so on and so forth. So I'm pretty split. I would like to see Maika win. Is she gonna win? Who knows? We'll see on December 29th. Hopefully. I'd like to. That'd be a pretty cool moment for her.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
So finally, ROH time. Final battles tonight. We have the full card here.
Yep.
And let me check and make sure Mr. Tony Khan has not announced anything else before we get into this. Because that man will just throw anything on a 0 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, no, he has not announced anything else. So the only 0 hour match right now is the Von Erichs versus the Outrunners. Which would be pretty cool. Be a fun time.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I like the Outrunners.
Yeah, Outrunners were funny. OVW zone, Outrunners, Eric's, Marshall and Ross Von Erich. I mean, they're a good time.
Yeah.
It'll be a fine match. And then as we move into the main card, the ROH 6-man title, the Mogul Embassy versus TMDK, Shane Haste. Oh, where'd the name go? Kosei Fujita and Bad Dude Tito. I love Bad Dude Tito.
Yeah,
it's fun.
That's a cool team.
I mean, Mogul Embassy's gonna win.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be a good time though. I love seeing Toa and Khan. Those are sick.
Yeah, I heard they did really good in the tag league.
Yeah, the clips I saw, pretty exciting. They started out a little rough, as most brand new people to New Japan. And then next, this was announced. Yes, I think it was last night. Wheeler Yuta in a pure championship against Filthy Tom Lawler, finally getting his match back after it was canceled with Adam Cole earlier this year at Forbidden Door.
Yep.
This match is gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
I love Tom Lawler. Yuta's cool. It's a shame Shibata had to leave like that.
Yeah, he just up and dipped, but
he had. I don't remember if they said why. He had to do something in Japan. Unfortunately, he had to up and leave. Wheeler Yuta's gonna win.
Definitely, yeah. I don't see him really
definitely, but it'll be fun. Get to see the filthy clap. Tom Lawler. I'm surprised he never showed up on AEW earlier.
Yeah, I mean, that's now that you mention it. I feel like that's a name. I'd like to see on AEW here.
Not even like signed. I mean, like during, especially like during like Orange Cassidy's like intercontinental reign, where like, he was just challenging anybody and everybody. I felt like Tom would have been like a pretty easy choice to just like slip in there. But I digress. We're getting filthy Tommy Yuta. And next we have Tony Nese versus Ethan Page. Does this move you?
I am very unmoved by this match. Now I'll give it a chance because it's I quit match, I believe. But
yeah, did you see the clip of like their contract signing?
I did not. I don't.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're solid. I mean, Tony Nese is solid in the ring. Ethan Page had a really good match with Kenny.
Yeah, I've seen people hype up this build. I watch ROH for Athena. That's about it.
That's what I was gonna say.
So I've not seen much of this, but I'm gonna give it a chance. It'll probably be good. Tony Nese is good. Ethan Page has gotten better. He wants to work. Specifically asked to be on ROH.
Yeah,
I can't hate on that.
Yeah.
When you get out there and grind, you want reps. Look what happens. You get a match with Kenny Omega on TV.
Yeah.
Take notes. Honestly, take notes. Work a little harder.
Yeah.
Look at Sky Blue. She wrestles like every week.
Yeah. She's going crazy, man. I mean,
next up we have Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor. This match moves me. Big meaty men slapping meat.
Yep.
I mean,
this is
speaks for itself.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. This is gonna be fire, bro.
Keith Lee's looked a lot better recently.
Yeah.
Shane Taylor's been pretty solid. He's been a good surprise for ROH ever since showing back up. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully Keith Lee's not wearing his knockoff anime merch.
I think
love
that white robe the other day. That was looking.
Oh, that was so sick. Bro, he just wears these like clear anime Amazon hoodie knockoff, and it's like,
the
bro,
full graphic tee.
Bro, it's like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Like I get it. Like, I get it, bro. You're a weeb. It's cool. You don't have to wear it on TV, bro.
Yeah.
You're wearing a Gear 5 Luffy hoodie, bro. Like, okay.
Hey, man.
Bro. Okay. Then we have the survival of the fittest match. Dalton Castle versus Lee Moriarty, Lee Johnson, Kyle Fletcher, Commander, and an X. We have an X. So, who do you think is our mystery man here? They've kind of built it up as a surprise.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know who would show. Someone had said something on Twitter earlier. I can't remember who they said. It was a pretty interesting choice.
Was it the Calvin Tankman?
No, but
okay.
I saw Calvin Tankman. I was real back.
I saw someone say Calvin Tankman, so I thought, we got a pretty similar timeline. Maybe we saw the same thing.
I would flip if Calvin Tankman showed up. He's so insane, bro. But I don't know. I don't know. Who do you think it is? I have no idea.
I genuinely have no idea. It's not going to be like any of the WWE releases.
Yeah.
Those aren't up yet.
Well,
Speaking of like
that's
Ali or Shelton
yeah.
Benjamin, it's not going to be one of those guys.
Someone said Ali. Yeah, that's what I was thinking maybe. But
They're up soon, just not soon enough.
yeah,
But I think Ali's showing up in AEW anyways.
probably.
Along with Nick Nemeth.
Man,
He's a great wrestler.
Yeah,
Do I really want to see him? I need to see him. No.
I mean the all WWE what is it, all WWE wrestling is just it's gonna start flying.
It's maybe there's great former WWE wrestlers obviously in AEW.
Yeah,
Claudio and the likes, but do we need all of them? No. There's plenty of guys who can put on like 3 3/4 matches.
Yeah.
But a Dolph Kenny match would be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. People are cooking with that one.
Yeah.
If you have
for one-off or something, But
yeah, but I mean, it feels like he's gonna show up regardless.
Probably.
But yeah, for this question mark, so this is for the TV championship.
Yes.
I feel like Dalton Castle's gonna win.
Probably.
Maybe
I'd love to lead Moriarty, honestly.
I don't know. Depending on how big this surprise is, it might be them.
Yeah.
I think Dalton Castle would probably be my pick though. I just love Dalton Castle. That dude rules.
Yeah, he's sick.
So next up, pretty big match here. Blackpool Combat Club versus Mark Briscoe and FTR. I mean, this match is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And just hopefully bloody, nasty, disgusting, just violent.
Chopping each other for 10 minutes. I just need that. The first 10 minutes to start chopping each other. Just 6 people in the ring.
I need all 6 people bleeding.
Yeah.
I need Claudio swinging Mark Briscoe into barbed wire or something. I just need this match to be disgusting. Live up to the hype of those FTR and Briscoe brothers matches.
Yeah.
Because those were nasty and violent. I think about that first FTR Briscoes match. That match was insane. I got like chills watching that.
Yeah, the chemistry they had was insane. I mean, there's always that, dream match, this dream match, that, but that one more than lived up to the hype,
Yeah. And then the second and third obviously followed up.
Yeah.
Second, not as good. Still great. But I think that third match, the $1 match, is basically a perfect match, along with the first one. Those matches are perfect. I rewatched those not long ago. They're great. Yeah. They're awesome. Wherever this FTR team went, I need them back. Because these guys aren't here anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever it is they were cooking, I need them back. Yeah. Their daddy's not around anymore.
They lost their smile, man. I don't know.
They lost their smile. Okay. Next up, we have Vikingo versus Black Taurus for the AAA title.
Bro,
I mean,
Tony Khan was cracked out when he was making this, man.
Shout out Lucha Vlog, bro. He specifically called out this match to be booked. Thank God he got Black Taurus from the depths of Impact. Just doing nothing over there. Doing nothing. And he's going to show out here at the Vikingo. This match is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be insane.
I haven't seen a Black Taurus match since like WrestleMania weekend when he was doing all those shows around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match is going to be... I hope it'll probably open. If I had to take a guess, this match will open as he tends to do with the Lucha matches because there's such like a good tone setter.
Yeah. Kind of gets the crowd hype. So.
And then next we have the main event. Kind of what everyone's been waiting for, looking forward to. Yes. Probably even more so. Maybe more so than the Athena match with Willow. Maybe.
I'd argue. I'd argue it.
It's definitely gotten more build.
Yeah.
Than that match did. But that match was like incredible.
It's fantastic.
It's one of the best women's matches. Probably the best North American women's match.
Yeah.
The best top 3 are probably still in Japan.
Yeah. I'd argue. I think I had it in like my top 15, 20 for the year.
Matches in general or women's?
Yeah, in general.
That's fair. I'd probably the best North American women's match would probably be up there.
Yeah.
But so who do you think's winning? What do you got?
I got Billy. I think it's time. I mean, I know Tony Khan has said Athena will probably sort of stay on Ring of Honor, but I think it's definitely time for her to drop the title and move to AEW. Whether she does or does not, I don't know. But I think it's definitely time to kind of pay off this whole story and all this work she's done with the title. I think it's time for Billy to win the title.
Yeah, I tend to lean toward Billy. I get the argument of like, well, who's gonna watch Ring of Honor then if Athena's not there? Fair.
Yeah,
You know, it's fair.
yeah,
But I still think it's time for Athena to go to AEW again.
yeah,
She's probably the women's wrestler of the year. If I had to
definitely.
take a vote, that'd be my guess. Her or Suri. Suri is
Yeah,
awesome. That match with Risa Nakajima. That's the best
yeah,
women's match of the year.
Yeah, she's been cooking. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I'd say Athena's probably for my money. I'd say Athena.
Probably would have given it to her, but she wasn't, unfortunately. And Athena's had like just great in general stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tend to lean towards Billy Starks here. It'll be good. Let's get this Ring of Honor shows. How excited are you for this? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
I was not very excited at first. The card is filled out nice, but I'd still say it could be a little bit stronger, especially without Eddie. I'd say maybe like a 7. I think the main event
Right.
in the BCC versus FTR Mark Briscoe really sold it for me. So I'd say probably about a 7. How about you?
Yeah, not having Eddie around is pretty rough.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it wasn't like, yeah, not having him really just stinks. But of course, Athena's here. She's like the main attraction of ROH, anyways. Even though Eddie's still great, but I'm still excited for it. It's like a 7 or 8 for me. I mean, these Ring of Honor shows don't miss, regardless.
That is true. That is true.
No matter how like underwhelming they may look, they are still great matches. So, Unno, we're not done. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, all
We are
right.
not done. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I get this to work. We have background music for something real quickly. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game here, Unno.
All right.
I love game shows.
I do too, actually.
So, if you're familiar with a little inside the NBA,
A little bit, yeah.
they have a game they play. Famously, who he play for. So here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
We're gonna little who they wrestle for, Unno.
Oh God.
I'm gonna give you some wrestlers.
Okay.
You're gonna tell me who they wrestle for. What promotion are they from?
All right.
Okay, I got 5 wrestlers here.
Oh boy.
I know you're a master of wrestling. You know everything. Dave Meltzer, be scared.
I'm gonna get exposed very badly.
It's okay. I know you're a smart guy. I know you got this.
Oh,
First up, we got some easy ones. The first 2 I think are pretty easy. We have 5 wrestlers. First one, Saxon Huxley.
Who is this?
A Mr. Saxon Huxley, who he wrestled for.
This sounds like a very World Wrestling Entertainment name.
If you want a hint, I'll tell you what country he's wrestling in.
Okay.
He is in Japan.
He's in Japan. Oh man. Saxton Huxley.
He was a champion this year as well for this promotion. He was a tag champion.
I'm gonna. I don't want to say Noah. I'm gonna say DDT.
Final answer.
Final answer.
I'm sorry, no, that's incorrect. Mr. Saxon Huxley wrestles for Pro Wrestling in Noah, I'm afraid.
Oh, I was gonna say it. Oh man.
He's a real stinker. It's unfortunate they made him a champion. He's out here teaming with Go Shiozaki this upcoming show.
Oh,
Highly unfortunate.
Oh man.
And next up, Yuzuki. Who they wrestle
Man.
Yuzuki.
My Japanese wrestling knowledge is my ball knowledge is not high right now. Yuzuki. We're looking at a male or a female wrestler.
This is a Joshi wrestler.
That's so. Why does the name sound very familiar?
Because his name is pretty new. It's been pretty hot on the timeline.
I'm gonna go with TJPW.
His final answer.
Final answer.
I'm sorry, Unno. Yuzuki wrestles for Stardom. She is the new rookie that has debuted a few weeks ago.
Like Queen's Quest, isn't it?
She's been wrestling with Queen's Quest. You're probably in
Yeah,
Queen's Quest,
that's
that'd be
it.
my guess. But yes, Yuzuki is in Stardom.
I just saw that this morning. I don't know how. Yeah,
I don't remember how old they said she is. She's pretty young still.
yeah.
Late teens, maybe. Late teens. Anyways, next up, Natsumi Sumikawa.
I'm gonna go with the same response. I'm gonna go with TJPW here.
I'm sorry, She wrestles on Actress Girls.
Oh man, my Actress Girl is not actually 0.
All right, well, give me 1 second while I get let my dog out of my room.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
All
I
right.
got 2 more names for you. First up, Black Mensore.
This. Are we still in Japan? Or are we in a different?
We are
country?
in
This
Japan.
Sounds like okay. Man, where do these wrestlers come from? Maybe I need to watch more wrestling. I'm sorry. This sounds like a very
Also a champion in his promotion. It's not a championship you're gonna know either, unfortunately.
I'm thinking this is I'm thinking this is something I haven't watched much. I feel like I should go with a different answer. I'm gonna say Glee. I feel like I should go with a different promotion. But I'm gonna go with Glee.
Uno, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Black Mensore wrestles in All Japan Wrestling.
I was off.
He was part of the, I don't remember the name. It's basically the TV trio titles.
Okay.
And last up, we have the tag team of Blunt Force Trauma. Who they wrestle for?
That is a very insane name. That's actually kind of fire name, actually.
It's not a fire promotion, unfortunately.
Oh. Still in Japan?
We are in America.
We're in America now. Not a fire promotion. Oh. Oh, is this GCW?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. I will go with GCW.
I'm sorry, Blunt Force Trauma wrestles for NWA.
Jesus.
They are, I think they're the current tag team champions at NWA.
Very stupid.
Sorry, you went 0 for 5 here.
Yeah.
We'll try again another time.
Yeah, next time. My ball knowledge is very poor.
You have to get out there.
Yeah, I got to.
Watch a little bit more wrestling.
Yeah. Yep.
But for me, I'm Jacob. That's Uno. You got anything to plug, Uno?
Nah, just Artists of Wrestling, our website. I gotta hit you for the end of year awards. We putting that out.
Yes, sir. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it too.
Yeah.
We gotta wait until World's End, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate that they would
Dude, second to last day of the year, man.
Yeah, very unfortunate they'd put out a final show. I think All Japan. I think that Kento Nakajima match is also like pretty late in the year as well.
It was next year. Okay. Well,
no, I think it's like the 29th or something. Maybe I'm wrong. It might be early. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. Episode 1 in the books. Thank you all. Please like, subscribe, so on and so forth. See ya.